Good evening, one and all. We welcome you to the valedictory session of 6th International Conference on Recent Trends in Materials and Devices ICRTMD 2023. We request all our dignitaries to please join us on dais. We would like to request Professor Yogendra Sharma and Dr. Sandeep Kumar Sir and Professor V.K. Jain Sir and Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am to please join us on dais. It has been 2 days comprising of very interesting talks, deliberations, discussions related to various research areas from eminent scientists in the specialized field of chemical, physical, and mathematical sciences.
To extend the warm welcome, I would like to request Professor V.K. Jain Sir and Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am to present bouquet to our guest of honor, Professor Yogendra Sharma, Dean Faculty Affairs, Professor and Chair Department of Biological Sciences, ICR Behrampur. I would like to request Professor V.K. Jain Sir and Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am to present the bouquet to our guest of honor, Professor Sandeep Kumar, NITTE, Meenakshi Institute of Technology and Raman Research Institute, Bengaluru. I would like to request Dr. Abhishek Kumar Verma Sir to present bouquet to Professor V.K. Jain Sir, Distinguished Scientist, AIARS, Amity University, Chairperson, ICRTMD 2023. I would like to request Professor Seema Garg Ma'am to present bouquet to Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am, Dean Science and Technology, AIAS.
Now, we would like to invite Professor Sunita Ratan Ma'am, Dean Science and Technology, Director, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, Amity University, Noida, and Chairperson, ICRT MD 2023, to deliver concluding address.
Thank you so much. Esteemed Founder President Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, respected Vice Chancellor Ma'am Dr. Balwinder Shukla, distinguished guest of honor Dr. Yogendra Sharma, Dr. Sandeep Kumar, Dr. V.K. Jain, esteemed guests, HOIs and HODs of various departments, our most valued invited guests, faculty and students, a very good afternoon. I think it's evening now. The International Conference ICRTMD 2023 has come to its close, but with a new beginning. We all know that end of one chapter is the beginning of another. Read on. The best is yet to come. We shall be closing the lively and stimulating talks, but this ending should be the beginning of a new and enriching journey towards our research goals. I extend a very warm and hearty welcome to you all present here to the valedictory ceremony of 6th International Conference on Recent Trends in Materials and Devices. It is indeed our great privilege and honor to welcome our dynamic Vice Chancellor Ma'am, whose unflinching support always motivates us to achieve greater heights, to excel in whatever we do. ICRTMD is very close to her heart, as she was the one who conceptualized the idea in 2010. It is a great pleasure for us to welcome our guest of honor, Dr. Yogendra Sharma and Dr. Sandeep Kumar. We thank you for gracing the occasion. Efficient knowledge sharing is an important support for the continuous innovation and sustainable development of scientific research teams. The International Conference on Recent Trends in Material and Devices was organized with the objective of providing an opportunity to the scientific fraternity in the country and abroad to come together, make collaborations to work together, and experience the joy of doing science for the well being of mankind. Our esteemed roster of speakers included scientists from premier national and international institutes encompassing CSIR, DRDO, NPL, IITs, IIP, JNU, BITS Pilani, due from India, and internationally acclaimed speakers from NUS Singapore, London Southwark University London, University of Szeged Hungary, and Thomas University Czech Republic. These distinguished speakers, bearers of profound insights, not only enlightened the audience but also empowered the next generation of students and researchers to soar to new heights in their respective arenas of research. I'm sure that the conference has been able to meet its objectives and provided opportunity for the participants to interact with eminent delegates and to develop potential collaborative partnership. Amity University is the outcome driven university. I would like to reiterate the sentiment of our founder president that the success of the conference is not judged by the number of deliberations made or how well it was organized, but how sustainable the outcomes are. As we draw the curtains on this conference, I'm honored to stand before you as we reflect on the rich discussions, innovative ideas, and collaborative spirit that have permeated our time together. Over the past 2 days, we have delved into the depths of material science, exploring cutting edge research, breakthrough technologies, and the profound impact our collective efforts can have in shaping the future. Our quest for knowledge in material science has been nothing short of inspiring the young minds. The diverse area of topics covered, from advanced materials for sustainable energy solutions to the intricacies of nanotechnology and the frontiers of biomaterials. This has showcased the remarkable strides our field has taken. The cross pollination of the ideas, the forging of new partnerships, and the exchange of insights are the highlights of our gathering. The interdisciplinary collaborations fostered during this conference has opened new frontiers of possibilities. The discussions have highlighted the importance of empowering young minds to drive the future of material science in particular. I would like to specially request our faculty and students that all of you have worked very, very hard for this organization, for organization of this event. I could see the enthusiasm in each one of you to make this event a great success. But now you have to work harder to prove the fruitfulness of this conference. The seeds we planted in these 2 days in terms of knowledge dissemination must undoubtedly yield new innovations in the years to come. And that will be, in true sense, our gratitude to our scientists who have come all the way to share their work. With this hope, I once again thank all the guests who have delivered plenary lectures, invited talks, and the young researchers who have made oral and poster presentations, and assure you that your lectures have not ended with applause, but have ignited the young minds to take them further, to explore the mysteries of science. We would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty and sincere thanks to our most revered founder president, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, who has given us this power to turn our dreams into reality. We are grateful to our Honorable Chancellor, Dr. Atul Chauhan, for providing us with such a beautiful and comfortable platform to organize such kind of events. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to our worthy Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, Dr. Valvinder Shukla, for her constant support. We would also like to express to our thanks to our revered delegates who have come a long way to share their ideas and give valuable inputs for research and development. We have been very fortunate to have been backed by a team of very motivated and dedicated colleagues who perform their assigned duties with full interest and dedications. Though it's not possible for me to thank each and everybody, and I leave it to the vote of thanks given by Dr. Manoj Rolla, but who will be delivering the vote of thanks. But I must thank all the members of various committees collectively who have worked ceaselessly and tirelessly to make this event a grand success. It will be probably a day or two before we can sift through the torrent of ideas, exchange in conference, and consolidate them in all our own personal perspective. There is indeed plenty to reflect upon. Dear delegates, let me conclude by saying that your presence here is one of the biggest reasons for the successful conduct of this event. We look forward to meet you again in the next conference, ICRTMD 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It is always a pleasure to hear from you. May I now request Professor Seema Garg, ma'am, Head Student Affairs, AIAS, and Convener ICRTMD, to present the conference report.
Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Respected guest of honors, Dr. Yogendra Sharma, IISER Behrampur, Professor Sandeep Kumar, RRI Bangalore, Honorable Founder President Sir, Honorable Ashok Kumar Chauhan Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, Professor Balvinder Shukla Ma'am, respected chairpersons, Dr. V.K. Jain Sir and Sunita Ratan Ma'am, invited guests, delegates, participants, and my very dear students. I am really honored to have the opportunity to present this brief report of ICRTMD 2023 in front of all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences and Amity Institute of Advanced Research Studies, Amity University, Uttar Pradesh, organized an international conference on recent trends in materials and devices on 19th and 20th December of 2023. This event spanned 2 days, and both the days saw very enthusiastic participation of approximately 400 participants from India and as well abroad. On day one, the event began with invocation of the blessings of Goddess Ma Saraswati, and welcome address was delivered by Head of Institution AIAS Professor Sunita Ratan and Chairperson of this ICRTMD. The event was kindly blessed by auspicious presence of our Honorable Founder President Sir Ashok Kumar Chauhan Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am Professor Balvinder Shukla Ma'am, and respected President STIF Dr. W. Selvamurthy Sir. We had guest of honors, Dr. S. Satyanarayanan Sir, Chief Scientist and Head CSIR New Delhi, Professor A.D. Sawant, Director Waste to Energy Research and Technology Council Mumbai, who got Lifetime Achievement Award by Indian Chemical Society today at IIT Delhi, Professor Hari Mohan, London, South Bank University, London, UK, and Professor Valia Vithi, National University of Singapore. They all addressed the gathering and described their valuable research work in front of all of you and showed the research work in the field of material and devices. Plenary lectures were also delivered by two guests of honors, Dr. S. Satyanarayanan Sir and on smart coatings for corrosion protection, and he focused on marine exposure and immersion require high performance coating and incorporation of nano and micron particle in top layer, which will be resulted in super hydrophobic coating, which will enhance the life expectancy. And Professor Valia Vithi Sir, National University of Singapore, he focused on plastic pollution challenges, environmental impact and solutions, on developing alternate non-toxic materials to understand the biological impact of plastic particles using both animal and human cellular models. Then 3 parallel technical sessions were arranged and handled by renowned scientists as session chairs. The participants were overwhelmed by the keynote speakers. These keynote speakers were from DRDO, London South Bank University, UK, IIT Roorkee, IIT Delhi, NPL, NITTE, Bengaluru, JNU, New Delhi. They delivered their talk in the field of materials, devices, photocatalysis, CO2 reduction, NHPP modeling, two-dimensional transition metal dichalcogenides, and nanosheets with defect-rich and vertically aligned edges. These are highly advantageous for various catalytic applications. They covered molybdenum disulfide, tungsten disulfide, molybdenum diselenide, tungsten diselenide, hexagonal boron nitride, and one scientist talked on liquid crystalline nanocomposite as advanced material for optoelectronics, and JNU scientists explained about the Boolean and binary Petri nets and diverse applications of Petri nets modeling and simulation. After that, eminent invited speakers were also presented their work. They were from national and international research organizations, universities. Dr. Andras Sapi from University of Szeged, Hungary. He focused on green future with structured catalyst. One scientist from IIT Mandi, CSIR Dehradun, Christ University, Bengaluru, JNU New Delhi, and again IIT Delhi. So the scientists elaborated their work in the field of green chemistry, heterogeneous catalysis, uh, methane activation over nanostructured catalyst, agricultural crops to mesoporous nanocarbons, software evolution, energetic ion irradiation, induced effects on high entropy alloys, engineering the interfaces for boosted electrocatalytic activity towards sustainable production of fuels and chemicals. So these were the talks of day one. Then day two was started from today. Day two was started from plenary lecture of Professor S.A. Haider, Physical Research Laboratory, Ahmedabad. He provided an overview of science and explorations of Indian planetary missions to Moon, Mars, and Venus. Keynote speakers of day two were from different organizations. These were from IUAC New Delhi, Jamia Millia Islamia, Thapar University, Amity University. They delivered their talk on swift heavy ions induced modification in nano 2D materials, binary heterojunctions as nanocatalysts for scalable hydrogen production through overall water splitting, enhanced corrosion inhibition in reinforcing bars in concrete structures using epoxy nanocomposite coatings, microbial detection with chemically modified nanoparticles, advanced semiconductor technology for defense applications, and a rigorous mathematical analysis to explore the density of tumor cells and immune response. Second day invited speakers, these were the talks of keynote speakers. Second day invited speakers were from IIT Guwahati, University of Exeter, UK, NPL, New Delhi, Czech Republic, BITS Pilani, Coimbatore, GB Pant University, University of Delhi, New Delhi, Ampri Bhopal, Greater Noida, Chandigarh University, Punjab. They covered the areas of nanocomposites, ionic liquids, MCDM framework, nanocrystallites, polymers, coatings, energy. So they delivered talk on toroidal terahertz meta devices, sustainable reverse logistics, advanced high performance, lightweight, flexible nanocomposites, development of nanomaterial based interfacial solar water evaporator, optical and photoelectrochemical performance of low viscosity ionic liquid, carbon nanotube, macro assemblies based multifunctional materials, green supply chain model for decaying items with trade credit and preservation technology, utility theory based product selection and strategic decision. So, harnessing the power of recyclable and reusable colloids, nanocrystallites for sustainable visible light photocatalytic transformation of hazardous organic pollutant industrial waste, effect of inspections and maintenance policy on availability of system. So these were the talk of second day. The event actually gave opportunity to researchers, scientists to listen the lectures of renowned scientists, not only from India, but from abroad also. And they got the opportunity to present their work. Overall, the international conference was a great success with participation of highly acknowledged, renowned plenary speakers, keynote speakers, invited speakers, participants. Altogether, approximately more than 400 participants were here, which includes 150 oral and poster presentation, 18 keynote, 26 invited talk, 3 plenary, both days with participation from all across India and abroad. The efforts of AIS faculty were remarkable in making this conference a great success. The event paved a way for fruitful research, will pave way for fruitful research collaboration with eminent scientists. Surely, we seek kind blessings of our Honorable Founder President, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir. His motivation has been the key reason for the heights that Amity University has achieved and continues to achieve. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving the glimpse of the whole conference. It is a great pleasure to introduce our guest of honor, Professor Sandeep Kumar, NITTE, Meenakshi Institute of Technology and Raman Research Institute, Bangalore. Professor Kumar's area of research is viscotic liquid crystal and its nanocomposites for optoelectronic, photonic, and photovoltaic applications. His research is concerned with the design and synthesis of various liquid crystalline materials. He is interested in understanding the structure-property relationship in these intriguing self-assembling supramolecular architectures. He has worked in the areas such as design and synthesis of novel liquid crystalline materials, development of new synthetic routes to the synthesis of LCs, search for new reagents for the synthesis of LCs, synthesis and characterization of various 0, 1, and 2-dimensional metallic semiconducting and carbon nanoparticles, incorporation of nanoparticles in the supramolecular order of LCs to hybridize their properties, physical studies on liquid crystals and nanoparticles, dispersed liquid crystalline systems, and their application in devices like photovoltaic solar cells. Light emitting diodes, sensors, thin film, transistors, etc. He has around 400 publications with a total citation of 11,147 and a H index of 48. I would request him to please come on the dais, on the podium, sir.
It's okay. Too long, very long introduction. It's not required. Thank you very much to honorable dignitaries at the dais, Professor Sharma, Professor Jain sir, Madam Sunita Ratnam ji, and our chairman Ashok Chauhan sir, who is not here, dignitaries of the dais, our faculties, young researchers, students, and all other participants. It's really a great pleasure for me to be here and have a discussion with all of you. So at the first of all, at the outset, I would really congratulate all the organizers of this conference for really conducting this wonderful conference. It's really very excellent because in a conference, what really we see primarily two things. One, to be honest, is the hospitality. How good is the hospitality? And as you know, all of you agree that the moment we came at the airport or railway station, we found someone is there to pick up us. All the nice transport arrangements to come to guest house, nicely, very clean, beautiful guest house. And most important is the food. We all come here to have a good food. So everything. I would say that, yes, generally we scientists say the scientific contact, but I always say that in a conference, we first look what's the hospitality of the given by the host. And I must say this is excellent, really. One of the best hospitality we have seen and very good. Second part is the involvement of the host members. So here we see that all the students and the faculty, junior faculties, they were really involved by heart. They were helping our guest with heart. Whatever you have requirement, they were ready to solve it immediately. If there is some requirement, although there was no requirement because it's already arranged everything. But if there is, all the young faculties and the students were ready round the clock. And I'm really very happy to the young students were probably working round the clock. And the scientific contact, I will not go because Sangeeta, right? Seema madam already given in the great details. What's the really scientific content? You see, everything is covered in this conference. Generally, conferences are very focused, where only one type of community comes. But here we have really a galaxy of scientists, really. It's all variety. So such conferences are very important to start new collaborations. Okay, so like I am a chemist, a hardcore liquid crystal chemist, but when I really listen to the talks of hardcore physicists, optoelectronics, photovoltaics, I really get an opportunity to collaborate with them. So this type of conferences, multidimensional conferences, is very good for start a new collaboration. And that is the key for our present future science. Because without collaboration, we cannot do science now in isolation. We must need collaboration and different expertise is required. So such conference gives a platform for all of us to really think of the collaborate when we really come together on a dining table or somewhere. We really discuss all these things and start new collaboration. And this is also good opportunity for students to really meet with the experts. and really explore the possibility of their future research, postdoctoral research and others, and see what type of instrumentation facilities they can get it, so that they can really do it future research, because they are the future scientists. So this is also very good for our young researcher or scientist, or to really use the maximum opportunity of this to utilize it. So I think I will not take too much time, because I think we are already things. So in a valedictory function, when we see such a good crowd, this itself means the conference is very successful. And I once again really congratulate Madam and all the staff, my colleagues. I came in this contact with my colleague Gautam Singh. He introduced me actually for this conference. So I thanks to him also personally, and all others, really scientists and colleagues. And I am sure this is my first visit, but I am very sure this is not my last visit. I will be very happy to come again here and interact with you. So with this word, thank you very much. Heartily congratulations to all of you for such a beautiful and successful conference. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It is our great pleasure now to introduce our guest of honor, Dr. Yogendra Sharma, sir, Dean, Faculty Affairs, Professor and Chair, Department of Biological Sciences, Deputy Director, J.C. Bose National Fellow, ICER, Behrampur. Prior to this, he was Chief Scientist and Group Leader, CSIR, Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology. He is also Honorary Professor of Biology, Academy of Scientific and Innovative Research. He has been awarded with PhD in Biophysics from Saha Institute of Nuclear Physics. He has published more than 100 research articles in reputed international journals, which have been cited more than 2,600 times. His H index is 31. Professor Sharma, sir, has received research grants from DST, DAD, ICMR, Department of Biotechnology, Department of Atomic Energy. Professor Sharma is an elective fellow of Indian National Science Academy, National Academy of Sciences, Andhra Pradesh Academy of Sciences. Now I would like to request Professor Yogendra Sharma, sir, to address the session.
I tried to intervene, but I could not succeed. She had a write-up, and she made sure that she will complete that whatever was written in that. So first of all, Professor Sandeep ji he already talked about, the valedictory function, and then lecture hall is full. It means that it has been a very successful conference. And what I was considering from myself, he conveyed already, and then it becomes a duplicate. Okay. You should have called me first before him, so he could have become the duplicate actually. Huh? Now, I don't know how to congratulate Professor Sunita, Professor Jain, and all that, the warriors sitting there, all that, and then everyone here, and a vibrant MIT campus. My first visit to a place like MIT, and I was just considering that we are not lagging behind in many sectors. And MIT is one of that example. And I think MIT in itself is in what to call a something which need to be understood, that such a big empire where hundreds and thousands of students are getting educated. Now we can see there must be something positive in the campus. What we call in South India, I learned a word in Hyderabad called Vastu in the house. I never knew there is a word called Vastu when I was there in UP. That no, chulha idhar nahi lagayenge, idhar lagayenge. And then I was just considering what is the problem. And then I said, no, mera chulha udhar hi rahega. But here I say that word, that there is something, a very good vastu to the campus, that it has been flourishing. Okay? I wish to congratulate every one of you, and I am an odd man here, sitting there and thinking the materials, because some time back, me and one visiting professors from US were talking about that we have to have this plastic removed from this earth if we need to save the globe. Okay? And how to do this? There is no substitute. We go to the market, we collect the material in the plastic bag, and then we throw that out. Despite that we are educated people, we should stop doing this. We are not doing. Yesterday, when I was in the market along with my nephew, and despite my telling that I don't want the plastic bag, he kept on putting the things from the sabji ke market se. What is the advantage and use of being educated? And I was trying to remember that let us create a material based on something else. And then I remembered that professor, he sent me a WhatsApp that I am trying to make something based on proteins, that we will make a material based on protein and then that to be used. So I believe that people like you will come up with certain things for the society. It will be one of the great social support and a discovery to change this earth. Well, Madam has already spoken what was there in the conference, and every one of you, thank you very much, and thank you for listening to me. And don't listen that what all she said. I tried to stop her, I couldn't do so. And I repeat every of those words what that professor said, and I'm not going to say that again. Okay? Thank you again, and have a wonderful time. Best wishes.
Thank you, sir, for the encouraging words. It is a great honor to welcome our Honorable Founder President, sir, and patron ICRTMD 2023, Dr. Ashok K. Chauhan, sir. He is the man of mission who follows the 4 E's: edge, enthusiasm, excellence, and execution in all walks of life. Grounded to his dreams, he has always believed in the policy of lending one eye on vision and one eye on implementation. No words will be sufficient to describe the strong and impressive personality of our founder president, sir. You have been the motivation in taking science to the greater heights, also making Amity the leading private education group of India. On this note, I would like to invite our Honorable Founder President, sir, to motivate and bless the audience.
Sir is in some important meeting. I've just got a message. So he has conveyed his best wishes to all the speakers who have come a long way. So I think, and then he was there in the inaugural function and he was every minute watching all the lectures. But I know that the person of his stature, some very important meeting has come up and he has conveyed all the best to all the speakers and he has expressed his gratitude for coming and sharing your knowledge. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. May I now request Dr. Anjali Naithani, Organizing Secretary ICRTMD 2023, to announce Best Oral and Best Poster Presentation Awards.
Thank you, ma'am. Good evening, esteemed guests and participants. It is my privilege to stand before you all today to announce the award for Best Oral Presentation and Poster Presentations. In this two-day conference, the vibrant exchange of ideas has been truly inspiring. There were total 29 oral presentations and 91 poster presentations in these 2 days. I request all the esteemed guests to come forward to present the awards. We will start with poster presentations. For Physical and Chemical Sciences, the award for Best Poster goes to Mr. Bharat Govind, AIAS, Amity University. There are two consolation prizes. First for Ms. Mayuri Gupta, Sri Ram Institute of Industrial Research. Mayuri Gupta. Next is Mr. Mikram Soni, CCS Haryana Agriculture University. For Mathematical Sciences and Statistics, Ms. Praveen Baba, AIS Noida. We will move on to oral presentation. For Physical and Chemical Sciences, Dr. Sharon Paul, CSIR, NPL. There are two consolation prizes. First is Dr. Monica Srivastav, Sharda University. I think she is not here. Mr. Ravish G. Yeah. Second consolation prize, Mr. Ravish G, IIT Delhi. For Mathematical Sciences and Statistics, Mrs. Manju S. Prasad, Banastali Vidyapeeth. She is not here. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. We express our gratitude to all the participants who have contributed to the success of this conference. Let us continue to foster a culture of learning, collaboration, excellence in the years to come. Congratulations once again to all our awardees and thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As a token of our appreciation and gratitude, we would like to present a memento to our guest of honor. May I request Professor Sunita Ratan ma'am and Professor V.K. Jain sir to present the memento to Professor Sandeep Kumar, NITTE, Meenakshi Institute of Technology and Raman Research Institute, Bangalore. May I now request them to present a memento to Dr. Yogendra Sharma, Dean Faculty Affairs, Professor and Chair, Department of Biological Sciences, ICR Behrampur. Thank you, sir and ma'am. May I now request Dr. Manoj Rola, sir, Organizing Secretary, ICRTMD, 2023, to propose vote of thanks.
Thank you, ma'am. Distinguished guest of honors, Honorable Founder President Sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Ma'am, valued invited guests, conference chairpersons, delegates, other dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great privilege for me to propose the vote of thanks on the successful completion of 6th International Conference on Recent Trends in Materials and Devices, ICRTMD 2023 on behalf of Amity Institute of Applied Sciences and Amity Institute for Advanced Research and Studies. First and foremost, we thank our Honorable Founder President, Sir Ashok K. Chauhan, for his blessings, vision, and motivation. He is the chief patron of this event. We are grateful to our Chancellor, Sir, patron of the event, Dr. Atul Chauhan, for his encouragement and continuous support. My heartfelt thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Ma'am, Dr. Professor Balvinder Shukla, Ma'am, for her guidance and stewardship support. Thank you, ma'am, for thank you, ma'am, for all your support and help. My sincere thanks goes to Dr. W. Silvamurthy, sir, President STIP, Amity University, for giving his valuable remarks on our conference and support and motivations, as always, for the scientific events and research. My heart filled with lots of gratitude and respect for our guest of honors, Dr. S. Satyanarayanan, Chief Scientist, Head, CSIR, New Delhi, Professor Suresh Veniavatil, Professor of Chemistry, National University of Singapore, Professor Hari Mohan Upadhyay, London South Bank University, London, and Professor A.D. Sawant, Director, Waste to Energy Research and Technology Council, Mumbai, India, for not only sharing their valuable time with us to grace this occasion, but also enlightening us with their state-of-the-art scientific and technological advancement in the field of materials and devices. We are highly obliged, sir. We are also thankful to our distinguished plenary speakers, keynote speakers, invited speakers for accepting our invitations to deliver their own wonderful lectures. All these presentations are related to the conference theme, materials and devices. We all have learned a lot from them and hope this will lead to more future collaborations within our institutions. We thank to all oral presenter and poster presenters who show their research in the conference and best wishes to them for their future research. We all also very grateful to our esteemed session chairpersons for chairing all the sessions and making every session systematic, effective, and interactive, and enriching us with their valuable comments and suggestions. We are privileged to have DST SERV as our main sponsor for this event, without whose major valuable contributions this conference could not have been a success. We also thanks to our sponsors, Trinity Microsystem Private Limited, Optochem Internationals, for their generous support. We would like to thank our publication partners, Springers, Macromolecular Symposia, Reaction Kinetics, Mechanisms and Catalysis, IJMEMS, and Journal of Reliability and Statistical Studies for their support. We thank Professor V.K. Jain, sir, distinguished scientist and professor, Amity Institute of Advanced Research and Studies, and chairman of ICRTMD 2023, for his constant help, support, encouragement while conducting this international event. My heart goes out to thank Professor Sunita Ratan, ma'am, Dean, Science and Technology, Amity University, Head, Amity Institute of Applied Sciences, also the chairperson of this event. She is the backbone while organizing the whole event and always shows us path as a torchbearer of the event. We thank her for leading and inspiring us to conduct this conference. My sincere thanks to Professor Sangeeta Tiwari, ma'am, Professor R.S. Pandey, sir, Professor Seema Garg, ma'am, convener of this conference, who took the initiative to organize the mega event, and for their sincere efforts. We also thank to Professor H.D. Arora, sir, Professor Dheeraj Pawar, sir, Dr. Ashok Kumar, sir, Professor Christine Jeslian, ma'am, Dr. Abhishek Verma, sir, who helped and contributed towards the effective functioning of the conference. Our sincere thanks to organizing secretaries, my colleagues, Dr. Ravikant Chaube, sir, and Dr. Anjali Nathani, ma'am, for managing each and every part of the conference so gracefully. A special thanks to the treasurers of the event, Dr. Gaurav Sharma and Dr. Tejendra Kumar Gupta, for their constant effort to the conference. We really thankful to all the coordinators of various committees, as well as the faculty members who have contributed and continuously working hard in putting the event together. Our vote of thanks cannot be completed without thanking to our support system, ASCO for media and photography support, IT support, F block and E block admin, excellent publishing house. Thank you all. We also thank all lab assistant, lab attendant, our office staff for their support whenever we required. Our special thanks to all the student coordinators, PhD scholars, volunteers who have worked tirelessly day and night for making this event a great success. Last but not the least, we thank all the delegates for showing their interest in the program and hope they have learned a lot regarding the research activities related to the materials and devices. All the lectures and interactive sessions with the speakers and session chairs will be beneficial for them in future. We once again thank everyone, each and everyone, for making this program a great success. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Now we would like to invite all of you for high tea in the F2 foyer.
Thank you, ma'am.